Hey chat, I'm playing episode 2 again. I fear I'm going to be able to play for probably even less time today than yesterday. Um, cause it's still Christmas Eve, and that means I got stuff to do. So, I am excited though. It's such a good game. It's such a good game. New. This save file. Once more into the depths. When I went down to the lower wards last night, I knew what I wanted to find, but I wasn't sure where to look. Now I know where to look, but I have multiple priorities to consider. It'd be nice if I can prove Sasuke's innocence. It won't be easy, given that they think he killed a cop. But it'd keep me on the Karya's good side. That'd be nice. What was essential is that I figure out what the hell happened after I left. Whether anyone found any trace I was ever there. Everything else is secondary. Sorry, I should have asked before I decided we'd be sharing a cab. I don't mind. But I am surprised. Did the budget cuts take away your shiny patrol car? Patrol cars are shared, counselor. Any cop can step into any other cop's car, sync their credentials, and drive. Convenient. Shame you can't personalize. Yeah, no dice in the mirror. Is that why we're in a cab then? Personal taste? Police cars are full of bugs. Thought you might appreciate the privacy. Autocabs are full of bugs too. True, but there are ways around them. Are there? I didn't know that. Yeah, plenty. Can be easy as flashing a police badge. Oh! That's cool. Also, this is such a cool color style. The pink instead of the... I'm normal. Something you want to discuss in private, detective? Look at her eyeshadow, it's so pretty. She's so pretty. I was asked to get in contact with you and pass along a message. A secret admirer? Certain interested parties and all that, you know how it is. I'm not sure I do. Does this have something to do with my client's business affiliations? There would be a lot more blustering if I were to repeat it verbatim, so I'll paraphrase. Focus on getting the best outcome for your client. More of a reminder of what my job description is than a warning. Don't broaden the scope of your investigation any more than strictly necessary. So don't do what we did last time. Okay. Well, I always appreciate kind words of advice. But Detective London, that almost makes it sound like you're on the take. That's the city, Tiger. You don't take a little, they'll bury you. If you don't take a little, they'll bury you. Alive, if need be. Oh, they will? How conspiratorial. It's not a joke, Morgan. Do they threaten your wife with Tommy guns if you don't comply? It's gotten more sophisticated than that. Well, maybe sophisticated isn't the right word. Complicated might be more accurate. Or you could just call it a quagmire. Or even a shitstorm. If you can't get along to go along, even other cops won't trust you. You'll end up shot in the back, friendly fire. A tragic newspaper clipping. You're exaggerating. You're telling me the entire police force is corrupt? Corruption would be one thing. You could, in theory, root it out. But above and below the canopy, it's all intertwined. Every tree stabilizing every other tree. What do they call that? Not parasitism. Commensalism. There you go. The The state pays criminal informants to rat on their peers and lets them keep their positions in exchange. Orcas buy judges and politicians to keep their men out of prison. Status quo, balancing act, a cycle. Stable as any gyroscope. Forgive me if I find that hard to believe. Crime is at an all-time low. That's not a contradiction. People hate crime. But what gets people killed is chaos, and the opposite of organized crime is... So everyone's playing nice with each other. Even Detective Reyes. She's... What about the man they think my client killed? Did he play nice? He was a special case. You got the brief. You recognize his last name? It's a big city. I don't put much stock into last names. You'll need to break that habit if you continue working in the underworld. Sasuke said something similar. Tyreek Chopin, only son of Miguel and Dominic Chopin. The power couple? Why would the son of two of our city's most prominent council members be working as a police officer? You want the full story? Always. We have a profile to look at. Okay, so this is the guy who was killed. He looks cool. I like this pose. Stop moving in front of me. Patrol officer, likes 24/7 news, calligraphy, and late diners. Or dinners, same thing. They're not. Dislikes gray hairs, untucked shirts, and mint. Education, Bachelor of Science and Applied Philosophy. Blah. Awarded senatorial commendation of bravery, posthumous. Survived by fathers Miguel and Dominic Chopin, city councilman. So who's this Chopin, really? An idealist. Wrong line of work, then. You're only half right. When he entered the academy, everyone assumed it was a political move. First step in his career to becoming a senator, or whatever. Maybe it was, but anyone who met the guy could tell you he would have made a lousy politician. You're saying he was honest? Wouldn't tell a lie if his life depended on it. Guy couldn't do small talk much, less make friends. Talking about cleaning up the city, cleaning up the police, cleaning up everything. If he was so unpopular, why was he kept on? No one in the force wanted to risk insulting his parents by firing him. Just got passed around from department to department, detail to detail. He did a lot of community outreach. Community outreach? Like, what, like bake sales? Like giving talks at school about saying no to drugs until you turn 21. Oof, must have really loved his job to put up with that. Or he just wanted to prove a point that bad. Don't you try to save lower wards patrols for the more seasoned, better armed officers? We do, yeah. How do you know that? By going to the lower wards and looking at the cops you send there, of course. I read about it in Watch magazine last month. Oh. If Chopin was the son of such powerful men, why'd he end up in the lower wards last night? That... I don't know. You don't know? By all accounts, he and his partner should have been at least 2 patrols removed from that area. Must have been following up on some other lead. His partner, who's that? The hero who finally arrested the Hound of Icaria. That's who. I'll have to send him a congratulatory fruit basket. Huey Rogers. Pretty bare bones record, but maybe that'll just add to his legend. What legend? Taking your client alive. Whacked him on the head with his sidearm, knocked him out cold. Guess it is a small miracle that Sasuke wasn't just shot dead if they thought he killed a cop. Maybe, but it wasn't pure luck. Only thing that did stick out to me in Roger's record was his shooting score. 41 out of 100. You need a 40 to pass. I think someone took pity on him while telling his score. So he only whacked Sasuke in the head because he was too bad of a shot to avenge his partner? At least Rogers knows his weakness. Let's go! I love when I unlock things. To be fair, I think this one is a freebie no matter what you do. I don't think I interacted with anything that specifically unlocked it. I keep hearing that name, the Hound of Icaria. I cringe every time. No one actually calls him that, right? Sorry, but I've definitely heard that name circulating around organized crime before. Must be one hell of a bodyguard to have earned a nickname for it. He's a bodyguard? Then yeah, he must be pretty good. Of course, hound dogs are known for other things besides guarding. Sorry, that was crude. Nah, don't be sorry. I don't even get enough of the joke to be offended. Okay, all that makes for some interesting food for thought. But, Detective London, if you're working for the Blue Bloods... I never said I worked for the Blue Bloods. It's more of a gig worker type thing, Tiger. I'm friends with everybody. If you are working for the mob in general, then how do I know you're even taking me to the right place and not to... Whoa, whoa. I may pass a message along here and there, but I'm not... Damn. Hell, no one is either. No one else is either. Whatever you're imagining, it's not that exciting, I promise. Not that exciting. Sounds about right. Is it like this in every city? Handshakes and gentlemen's agreements behind closed doors? You disillusioned? The state has a great deal of power, Detective London. It makes countless rules. Now, I'm a big girl, I know that those rules don't apply to people equally. I understand the value of criminal informants and the possible conflicts of interest that arise in trying to keep them around. What I don't get is why the state has all this strength and won't use it to just wipe the underworld off the map. That's pretty cold logic. Oh, it's so vibrant. It makes me so happy. I'd expect my state to be far colder. Just like everything. Just like everything. Just like everything, you know? Hey, you ever heard this one? A politician, a CEO, and a mob boss are sitting at a round table with a gun in the middle. Who are you betting on? Politicians are limp-wristed when it comes to their jobs, but they act faster than anyone when it comes to protecting their neck. They'd grab the gun fast and wouldn't stop pulling the trigger till it clicked. Not a bad pick. We'll make a patriot of you yet, Tiger. But it's a trick question, of course. Rock, paper, scissors has no trump card. The politician can bring the heavy arm of the law down to the mob boss if he doesn't shoot the CEO for him. The mob boss can have the CEO's family killed if he doesn't blow away the politician first. The CEO can turbocharge the campaign of whomever politician's opponent is if he refuses to miss the mob boss. Yeah, seems like you could make the argument go in the other direction too. You could. So the point of the riddle is meant to teach you is whoever convinces someone else to pull the trigger comes out on top. Funny. So in the parable you've set up the gun on the table, that's the police. A blameless tool with no will of its own? Yeah, though it was older men than I who set it up. Didn't realize this country's police were so powerless. However do you manage? We used to have a partner that helped us out, a tiebreaker, because all three of those powerful men who would be screwed if a journalist told the world they were meeting together. I've got good news for you, detective. Journalists still exist. I could introduce you to one. You could even take a photograph. Oh, I know they're not extinct. People will always write. It's just that no one wants to pay them to. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk so much. Maybe it's nerves coming back down here. What happened last time he visited? Something up? Didn't put you to sleep, did I? No. Actually, your three-seat table reminded me of an even older thought experiment. If God is omnipotent, why does he allow the existence of the devil? Even I know that one. To preserve free will or whatever, right? Yeah, that's the answer most people give. But now I'm wondering if it isn't a rock, paper, scissors deadlock like the one you just described. God lets the devil be, so he'll terrify man. Man will always need God's warm protection. And God needs man's faith, which can't be compelled. Of course, most people would also say that God's long dead in the 21st century, but we're still around. So that leaves the devil in an awfully strong position, doesn't it? You always picture three men in that room, don't you? Huh? Yeah, I guess I do. Sorry. Do 55 feminist rosaries for your penance. You're sexist, London. Lower words. Detective London. We're definitely not alone down here. But when you reassured your partner that we'd have company, I didn't think you were including blue bloods. Ah. You know, I knew I'd forgotten to mention. What? Well, then she's a liar, babe. Oh, she's pretty. Oh, she's pretty. She also had the matching tattoos to Creek. The ones on his neck. What? Well, then she's a liar, babe. Because I never said that. No, I never said that. Oh, come on, babe. It's like, that's what she's like. She lies for fun. Because that's what I call you, babe. It's a pet name. You like it. No, don't hang up, baby. Don't hang up. Of course I do. We gotta get to work, Aunt. I'll have to call you back, babe. Something just came up. London, what is this? I don't trust her. I don't trust her. But she's pretty, so I can't complain much. London, who is this? Counselor Morgan. This is Counselor Morgan. This is Adelaide Hahn. Star Lost reference right here. Man, I love Adelaide. I love that name. Adelaide is such a good name. She's a blue blood. Hey, I'm a perfectly legitimate career woman. You're speaking to a Cyanus security site manager. If you need anything, miss, please don't hesitate to reach out. Adelaide Hahn's business card, listing her as a site manager at Cyanus Security, a known front for the Blue Blood criminal organization. Includes her personal contact number at the top for her work details for some reason. A real business card. Even has a watermark. I'm not familiar with Cyanus. We're a private security and investigating firm. We provide bouncers, armed escorts, we catch cheating partners, find runaway debtors, run paternity tests, that kind of stuff. Cyanus. Cyanus Security is a trusted partner in your business ventures, offering a suite of private security services, including but not limited to bodyguards, convoys, bouncers, private investigators, paternity tests, family history research, and shipping insurance. Answer a few questions about your needs in our portal below. We'll set you up. Your browser may prompt you with the security pop-up when interacting with some of the features. You can safely disregard these messages. They are related to a legal matter that has already been settled out of court. We apologize for the disruption of your site experience. Sorry, but have we met somewhere? No, it can't be. I'd never forget a beauty like you. She's the Hound's lawyer, Hahn. Seriously? She works for those copper-headed scumbags? So we're mortal enemies. That sucks. Another life then, eh? I'll quit my job right now. But I'll still play nice, if you will. Hahn. Adelaide. Site manager, Cyanus Security. Likes new furniture, silk clothes, dimples. Valid. Dimples are really cute. Dislikes clingy types, jealous types, and needles. Also valid. Plays pickup games. Avoids laundry day. Least favorite chore, throwing out dead flowers. Oh, that's fair. So, look at that little... Shoot, what are those called? I have some. Fishy-tubbies. I can match her. I want this one. I'm gonna match her phone charm. But I'll still play nice if you will. Right. So you're private security, and you're currently securing this crime scene? Yeah, what's with the tone? What you're hearing is genuine bewilderment. London, why are the police letting blue bloods contaminate the crime scene where a cop died? Come on, we don't have cooties. If this wasn't the location where a cop died, we'd have already turned full control over to them. What? The police contract out security around crime scenes to private companies all the time. And around here, private company best suited for the job happened to be Cyanus. Letting them conduct their own side investigations is such a small concession to keep the peace. A small concession? They're probably in there destroying evidence as we speak. We have the arcs to preserve the crime scene. They could burn the building down and we'd still have a pristine copy. London Bridges is trying to save face. The police couldn't keep this crime scene off limits without our help, and he knows it. Gremlins would be smashing their shiny cameras and popping their expensive tires round the clock if we weren't here. Something about her vibe it feels off. Don't know how, don't know why. It's probably because she's almost definitely related to Creek in some way. Lower wards kids take out drones by tossing shoes at them for fun. Is that why you see shoes hanging off of wires? No, I don't know why that happens. It's just a thing teens have always done for fun. Mystery solved? Fine. Maybe the cops and blue bloods are all consummate professionals who never even bicker. But what kind of impartiality can I expect coming here to defend an Icaria? Well, you might get some ugly looks from those with less chivalry, but no one's gonna get in your way. Oh, I love her piercing. She's so pretty. We know how defense attorneys operate. We know damn well how you usually win. No one's gonna do anything to let you worm the hound out of his life sentence on a technicality. You sure you wouldn't prefer that? To have him back out on the street so you can take another shot at him? Oh, flattery. Is that how you flirt? What does that mean? You think we'd ever manage to gun down the hound of Icaria in the street? Shake him in a hold-in cell? Blue Bloods took him alive just fine the other day, didn't they? Yeah, and look what happened to them afterwards. So you won't tamper with the crime scene just because you want to make sure the state lobotomizes Sasuke for pentuple homicide. Yeah. I mean, we also literally get paid good money to do these kind of jobs, so we have a reputation to maintain. Rate us 5 stars when you're done looking around, okay? I'll be sure to leave a glowing review. So this is the main entrance. Front door looks about as heavy as I remember, but it's unlocked. What's that? How was this door found? Chopin and Rogers were the first officers on the scene, responding to gunfire. Someone heard that? Good thing I cleaned up fast. Checked the area, then entered through the front door. The door was definitely locked when I arrived, but I didn't lock it behind me when I left. I didn't have any keys. Admiring our handiwork, this is a Cyanus installation. Who else would Blue Bloods trust to secure Blue Blood buildings? How does it lock? You've never used a key before. I want to know how the lock functions. Does it lock behind you automatically? That's a good question. You looking to buy? 'Cause I could set you up. It is a good question, Han. Why don't you answer it? Yeah, this model locks behind you by default. You need a key to get in if someone doesn't unlock it for you from the inside. Yeah, augmented reality crime scene. It's what we used in the last ones. A physical key. Physical keys can't be hacked or overridden by a police badge. Some people consider those useful features. Is that why the door's ajar? Looks like the lock's been destroyed. Was it found like this? Yeah, for as long as the Arcs has been up. It definitely wasn't locked when me and Reyes arrived, which was around 10:20 p.m. Hang on, you and Reyes? What were you the second officers on scene? Oh, that's right. We weren't far when the 10999 went out a quarter past 10. Long way from precinct 254, isn't it? Where you were in the area. That's weird. Things are being weird. 10999 is an emergency response code utilized in municipal systems around the nation, most frequently to signify that one or more first responders' lives are in danger. Most police departments' standard issued suite of biomonitors allow for this code to be sent out across emergency networks automatically when cardiac activity is disrupted or blood pressure changes rapidly, due to non-negligible chance that moderate exercise could be interpreted by biomonitors, leading to false alarms. Some departments make it a policy to avoid enabling the automatic alert function. Awkward! You want a tour, then? Actually, I'd like to check out the alley first. You know, the crime scene... You know the crime scene's on the 3rd floor, right? Yeah, but it has a window that opens into the alley, doesn't it? I just prefer to start from the bottom and work my way up sometimes. Sure, we can start there. Just be careful where you step, if you like those boots at all. Okay, let's read this first. One problem with blue bloods and cops running security, I don't know who to blame for leaving their shit here. I'll give the moral high ground to whichever part of society learns to pick up after themselves first. Bombing ruled out in university fire. Panic upon last week on campus when the computer labs at Nortechnica University were set ablaze in the early hours of the morning. Students skirted the campus anxiously, hunched in postures as federal agents descended into the lab's vicinity, searching for signs they could point to a culprit. The fire is officially ruled as an accident and successfully traced back to a cooling system failure. The basement's main server hub, a freak accident that provided simultaneous relief and confusion for the community. When the fire first reported on, many were quick to point out its similarities to other fires and bombings recently reported as sweeping eastward across the nation, dubbed by some members of the press as the work of the Witch of the West. Each incident appears to have targeted data infrastructure, leaving behind significant financial grief in the aftermath. Hundreds of thousands of files related to student debt, all of it non-recoverable. We're reaching out to alumni as quickly as we can to try and piece their records back together, but frankly, a lot of them have been less than eager to speak with us, and we may have no choice but to re-examine payment plans for our current students' tuitions. Oh. So they don't know how much debt students are in, specifically alumni. Have no formal comments at this time, but local enforcement officers have been described seeing federal agents frustrated with the so-called witch. Criticisms of response have begun to surface from the political realm, with Senator Colt now formally calling for a director of investigations to testify as to the progress or lack thereof in the search for this notable arsonist and other notable served up to exclusively to a compliment ID 09 like you. I feel like I've heard stories about bombings out west the last few months, but I didn't know they'd be attributed to one person, or that they're now calling the Witch of the West. There's no mentions of victims, only data centers being targeted. But clearly this witch is hitting someone where it hurts if they've got schools involved or feds. I don't remember anything about feds being involved, because they have no formal comments. Federal agents are frustrated. Because that's not being involved. That's just... they're not involved with the bombings. It's an odd wrinkle, it stands to reason. Have powerful supercomputers, but the article clarified it wasn't a bombing. Whatever. But they weren't involved, they were just... I think that's dumb. And I also kind of forgot it was an accident. Yeah. Reputation is that of attack dogs deploying the Senate to make example of political targets. Can't say I like the idea of them being out there hunting for serial offenders. It was much darker last night than it is now, and I only took a quick peek. But even so, looks like it's been moved, huh? Yes, was trash picked up last night, perhaps? Checking the model number on the side. Looks like dumpster of this make have been picked up by the city in a decade. Didn't realize there is a DRM on trash cans. Hey, it's a heavy model, tough to lift, even if its wheels weren't broken. And designed for containing industrial waste. How it ends up here in a residential district isn't that hard to puzzle out, is it? It was cheaper for the Megs to dump their shit on us than it was to haul it to a landfill. Is that why I can see markings on the ground there? From leaks? Oh, you really are a tourist, aren't you?
Hey, dude.
Hi!
I was getting ready to stream the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog when I saw you were already live.
I am! Because
So hell yeah.
Chapter 2 came out yesterday.
Hell yeah.
There's a character right now. She's so pretty.
Ah, shit, 1 second.
She's so pretty.
Hello, fine shit.
I know, right? She is a part of a gang, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Her name is Han. Adelaide Han.
Before, not like a while ago, while I was still preparing my coffee, I was just watching the stream silently, before joining call, and it was during, London's, like, monologue about how the police aren't corrupt, they're just built that way, like, to be bad, and I was like, God, I do love, a good political game.
It's so good. Do you want to know the general gist of the crime that I'm solving?
Yeah, give me the rough gist.
Okay, so first the game starts out very brutally with us murdering 4 people.
Perfect.
Specifically Creek, Miller,
Damn, we killed interesting looking people.
I know, Tanks, and Trey. Apparently they had this mask that could completely conceal your face from cameras. So we wanted it.
I imagine we wanted that.
Yeah, obviously. And they wouldn't sell it to us because apparently someone else had their, like, name already written down and paid for.
No.
So they couldn't sell it to us. So we killed them.
Naturally.
However, those guys were torturing a guy in their bathroom. Specifically Sasuke, Ikaria.
Oh yeah, I did shout out loud when I saw that guy's name was Sasuke. I shouted out loud,
Sasuke! Yeah, so we found him tied up and blindfolded in the bathroom, and we gave him the murder weapons to frame him.
and now are we gonna be his defense?
Basically, yeah. A bit more.
God, I love that.
A bit more information about the Ikaria family is it is a very big, organized crime group.
And you know what? I support that.
I do too. And then after we got the mask and we were talking to our friend Diamani, who gave us the information on where to find it, we were contacted by a bunch of these guys in big suits and were like, come with me to the Ikaria estate. And you're like, oh shit. What happens if I don't go? So you went because the option was death.
Fair.
So Makoto, a child, was like, "Hey, I'm the person who runs this whole family and such. Uh, and I have a job for you. My head of security uh, was kidnapped, tortured, and now is being blamed for 5 murders. Which, if you don't remember, we only killed 4 people.
Did 4, yeah.
Apparently, there was a dead cop as well.
Oh.
We don't know how the cop died, and that was Tyreek Chopin. So this guy's dead. So now we're back on the crime scene, and we're investigating.
Okay.
That's the overall plot so far.
I do like how his favorite coffee is listed. Does everyone have their favorite coffee listed, or is that just him?
Who had it listed?
Sasuke.
No, not everyone has it listed. Everyone has their own, like, personal things.
Hell yeah.
Like, wardrobe more expensive than it looks. Avoids laundry day. Least favorite chores, throwing out dead flowers. Pet peeve, web pages that take too long to load. Don't mention the speed at which his website loads.
That's so real.
We also obviously have Sarah. Sarah is actually, with, Sasuke currently. Because, there's evidence that after he was taken into police custody, they continued to beat him up. So basically,
you know how you were tortured by a gang? We're gonna torture you again.
Yeah, they didn't like that he apparently killed a police officer.
Which I don't think he did.
I also don't think he did.
He was like blindfolded and all that.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to commit a murder. In that state.
He cut himself because we gave him the knife and the murder weapons. He cut himself away out of his things, and then he found the 4 dead bodies. Yeah, we don't know how the. Do we have? I don't know. We don't. I don't know how the police died. They haven't given us his autopsy report. I'm assuming it's going to be a pretty easy autopsy, though.
Yeah. Guy dead. Hear how.
I will also say, this chapter so far has been the most brutal of them. Because all the other ones, all the murders have been, like, flashbacks. We also killed a guy with a katana.
Whoa! Sick, dude.
It was so cool. Sorry, I interrupted you.
It's okay, I have no clue what I was saying.
Okay. I've been in the lower wards before, but only at night, right? Rain's dirty down here, stains the ground wherever it falls. Acid rain, like from the history books? Not quite that bad, just smog combined with the precipitation combined with the charms of the city to make dirty rain, like I said. Lower wards spring water. There's a shot named after it. Tequila, pickle juice. So the dumpster's empty. Let's see. Hey, grab a glove if you're gonna. Yeah, it's mostly empty, except for a bunch of scrap metal at the bottom. Explains why I can't get it to budge. Careful if you get your toe trapped under there. Don't look at me to help you just because I'm modded. Are you saying you couldn't budge it either? I could if a girl was cheering me on. Okay, London. Thanks. I don't know what I was expecting to find, really.
She's so real.
I
love
know.
her.
She's also definitely related to one
That was
of...
cheering me on.
She's also definitely related in some way to one of the guys we killed. Because she has this tattoo.
Oh.
And if you look at Creek...
Oh, she's got a gang tattoo.
Well, we knew she was a part of a gang. She works for organized crime security.
Yeah, but like the specific
Yeah,
one.
very specifically, somehow together. But the other... I think those are tattoos for the people who are, like, higher up. Because he specifically was the ringleader for the four of them. And from what I've seen, the other ones don't have that tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it has something to do with superiority or hierarchy.
They got that Holy Trinity looking tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, girl, don't cover it. Right as I'm talking about it.
Now just watch it so you don't... What the... Let the lid slam. Sorry.
Morgan is unfazed.
Why did she react so aggressively?
Loud noise.
True, but she, like... Her whole arm went out.
Oh.
This fire escape would lead right to the crime scene, assuming it doesn't come crashing down once you step onto it. It's missing the ladder that would connect it to the street level. You're violating fire code with this tetanus trap, Han. Bleh. I said the American version, my bad.
Han.
Han.
Han Solo.
In my defense, I'd rather call her by her first name. Her first name's so good. It's Adelaide.
Yeah, that is a good name.
It's such a good name. And it also reminds me of the main villain in Star Lost right now. And I love her. She can do no wrong. Ignore all the wrongs she's done.
You can do no wrong. Ignore the wrong.
Building inspection's not my department. Besides, who wants to climb up into a burning building? I'm going insane. I can't talk. Firefighters? You're funny, Bridges. Even a copper firefighter wouldn't risk getting singed to save a lower ward's property from burning down. An ad could probably make the jump up there. Ads are heavy, and if an android leaped into that, the whole mess would probably come down on top of them. Yeah, modders are heavy too. Hey! Looks like the only way into the building is through the front door then.
God, I love iced coffee. It's so gay.
It's winter.
Iced coffee is for every time of year.
Is it?
You cannot expect a gay man to not have an iced coffee just because it's winter. That is...
I don't like coffee.
It's okay, I forgive you.
I also don't like energy drinks.
Okay, I forgive you.
I like sodas. That's my only source of caffeine.
It's not the caffeine part, it's the taste. Caffeine don't do shit to me.
Why would you want the taste? It's gross.
Because it tastes good.
Wrong.
No, there's like a good... Okay, for energy drinks? Battery acid flavor. Love that. I actually wish they made a decaffeinated Monster that still tasted like battery acid. And for coffee, I like the bitter taste. It's good. Something about it. Just yum yum.
I've had a few sips of a few monsters, but I think I've made a very much of a face every time, because I then get laughed at by whoever offered it to me.
You react to taking a sip of Monster as if you're taking a shot of vodka.
Yeah.
Every time Morgan's on screen, I like have to actively like put effort into not staring at her tits, and I don't know why.
I when the game was still in like early development, apparently someone complained about her tits and that she should put on a bra.
Every time Morgan's on screen, I'm like, "Mommy, sorry, Mommy, sorry, Mommy,
That's
sorry."
valid. That's valid. Oh, I love her. She can do no wrong. So I think I've seen everything. That's right. I have to go inside. I've only looked at the alleyway.
I was standing here last night looking killzones, guys.
I was standing here last night when. Oh yeah, the child!
Oh yes.
It was dark and foggy. The kid was too far off to make out my face. Weren't they? It's our. Oh, hi, Brianna. I'm playing the video game again.
Video game.
Video game. What is it, Tiger? Nothing. Thought I saw someone out of the corner of my eye. That's all. Yeah? Around here, maybe it was an unlisted. What do you... Those are real? Keep to themselves, obviously, but yeah, they're real. I've met some. They inform, sometimes on what they've seen. Never come in to testify, of course. You'd think they'd stand out just like that, but if their camouflage didn't work, they wouldn't be enlisted, right? What do you mean they keep to themselves? Don't they work for the gangs down here? Sorry, have I gotten your hopes up or something? Oh, also, apparently he's friends with people in gangs.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I feel like most people in this world would have at least one friend who's in a gang.
Yeah. Trust me, you've got a better chance of winning the lottery than running into one. Right, forget I asked. What are enlisteds?
Yeah, I was about to say, new keyword.
Enlisted is an informal designation given to individuals, often missing persons or unhoused, who are not being tracked in any government database. Okay. It's kind of what I expected.
Yeah, felt like that would be it.
Immigration. Military.
God, I love the world building of this game
It's
so much.
so good. It's scary, but it's good.
Oh yeah, it's scary, but like, oh my god.
Mostly refers to small groups of seasonal workers who travel the country in migrating caravans to find work, undercutting corporate contracts on various agricultural or fungal installations. Do you like my little guy?
The phone charm.
I think they're called fidget tubbies, if I remember. Yeah, fidget tubbies.
Kitty catty.
Kitty catty. They were important in Chapter 0. Right, forget I asked. You ready to go inside? I think so, as long as... No, I'm not with anyone else, just me here. Because she's shrill, princess. And delusional, you know that. I'm sure she'll catch up. So, you were saying this used to be an apartment building. Somewhere between that and a long-stay motel, yeah. Blue Bloods didn't deviate far from that model when they took over. They call rooms like these vaults, places to stash away a lover, witness, debtor, when there's too much heat. You've gone through all of these vaults, I take it. Cyan has helped with us with that last night, yeah. Bringing around master keys, clearing out every possible hiding place. Didn't find a red-handed killer hiding anywhere, did you? I'm sorry, no. So this is the Blue Bloods fort, then, securing people, places, and things. You could think of it that way. Guess I always assumed gangs made their money through drugs. Well, the Blue Bloods do deal here and there, but narcotics has been a rich man's game ever since the CDCA rolled in. If you have funds to ride the gray wave the way House Icaria does, you can make a killing. They've got the market cornered from black to gray to white to pure green profit. The Blue Bloods hate that they have to make do with all the scraps the Megs and the House don't bother producing in mass. Professional jealousy? How ugly. Why can't these underworld overlords just bury the hatchet and get together and screw over the consumer like reasonable people do? They've tried, if you believe the rumors. About a year ago now, there was some kind of meeting, an olive branch from the golds to the blues. Apparently, the Blue Bloods had a product that the Icaria wanted to distribute. The Icaria sells legal drugs now, though. And what kind of product could the Blue Bloods have that Icaria couldn't manufacture? Not sure. Maybe that's why it went south so fast. Blood was spilled in less than an hour. The Icaria aren't the type to keep
Was
negotiating.
the blood spilled blue?
But probably. The Icaria aren't the type to keep negotiating after being spat on like that. And so the Blue Bloods remained firmly planted in their lower ward's niche. They might not like having to take the low end, but they are filling a gap in the market. And that's every proper capitalist's calling, right? Besides, the workers certainly appreciate their protections down here. Workers hire Blue Bloods for protection, but that's... all that stuff is legal, so long as they're licensed, isn't it? Legal? Yes. Respectable? Most would still say no. So, household name security megs consider it too high risk to be seen in the company of workers. CDCA. Contraband Decriminalization Acts. So it's like... okay. I don't feel like I need more information on what that is.
When decriminalizing drugs goes wrong.
Oh, abbreviated form of sex worker. Okay.
Wait, what is the abbreviated form of sex?
Just calling something worker.
I see.
Yeah. Security megs consider it too high risk to be seen in the company of workers. Doesn't help that their average board member is easily pushing 60 years old. You aren't that far from pushing 60 yourself, are you? Matter of opinion. Yeah, he's going gray.
Love me a middle-aged twink. He has experienced twink death and come out the other end alive.
Besides, I'm a very modern, forward-thinking man. Did he finish those 50? Oh yeah, he was sexist in the car. 50 rosaries yet? And we punished him.
Fucking 50 rosaries!
It was actually 55, I think. Right. And the Icaria, they don't, compete in that market? No. People at the Icaria's Heights might patronize a courtesan or two in the cloud districts, but they'd never lower themselves to work alongside one. Hypocrites. I love it when she goes, like, neon. It makes me so happy.
She's like, Damn.
That much I understand perfectly. The hypocrisy
It's
is
like
the
the
appeal for them.
it's like the opposite of when they get really serious in Death Note and things become ultra desaturated.
Yeah. I just this game works with neons and it brings me much joy. Not many games work in neons.
I love neons.
I think you have to be very particular with how you use them, and I think this game has
Oh yeah,
mastered them.
truly.
It is so shocking to me that this is made by a team of 4.
Fucking 4 people came together with a dream and went, we're gonna make the best goddamn murder, like, not even mystery game, because you fucking know who killed them. It was you.
It's kind of a You gotta figure out how to not
There are,
to protect your client.
yeah, there are things that are mysterious, like, we don't know who the fuck killed that policeman.
Hmm.
That wasn't us.
To be fair, chapter 1, we didn't kill anyone.
Oh god. Regan just sent me a TikTok, and just from the thumbnail alone, I'm scared.
Yeah, this was made by 4 people. It's insane. And also, it's a long game. Chapter 0 was like 4 hours, and then chapter 1 was like 10 hours. And this only came out like, to be fair, it was a long time, but it was like insanely fast for 4 people. Chapter 2 came out 9 months roughly after chapter 1. It's insane. Oh my goodness, Jonathan Sims is live on Twitch. Don't leave my stream to watch him.
Totally.
The hypocrisy is the appeal for them. The rules don't apply to me. You couldn't ask for a more pure expression of power. Damn. Worse than I remember. Like a demon tore through the place. Guilty as charged.
That'd be me.
Seriously, what the hell happened here?
I happened.
That's what we get paid to find out, right? No. I've definitely got a head start on the rest of you, though. Shall we bring in the arcs? Sure, I'll patch you in. Allow me. If you're needed on the phone, Miss Hahn, please don't let me keep you here. Nonsense, I got all the time in the world for you. Everyone's treating me like royalty today. Okay, is anything different from the last time we were here? Where did the cop die? Who's that? Took the words right out of my mouth. Where shall we start? How about the tall, dark, mysterious in the middle? And mysterious in the middle here. Yeah, this guy we didn't do. That's your client. He's found...
Your Honor, I did not do that, guy.
I did not do that, man! He was found standing over Chopin's body by the arresting officer. Yeah, that sounds pretty guilty. Rogers, right?
Imagine someone hands you, like, the weapons they used to kill a ton of people, which you didn't know yet. You cut yourself free from your, like, ropes and stuff, and then you walk out, and you're just like, damn, this guy died, and then cops come in and are like, freeze!
Not to mention, he was fading in and out of consciousness during this.
Oh, damn. So, poor man is just like, oh, the guy who, oh.
Yeah. Rogers, right? Then he knocked Sasuke out. Correct. So why is it this, what? So why is it this artistic rendition of Sasuke and not a capture from Roger's body cam? Did they have their body cameras off?
They definitely did.
They were doing something. Something was up.
They're police. Of course something was
They
up.
also weren't meant to be in this area.
Oh, something was up for sure.
For sure.
Oh, shut up. For sure.
Sure. Well, it seems like at the time, their body cam was off. Seriously? Hey, I'd chew him out myself if he was here with us. It's a department policy to have all sensors green while responding to an emergency.
London's a detective, not a cop, right?
Yeah, I think he's technically...
Well, a part of the police department.
Yeah, he's not a private
detective.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. But he's like, God, I hate the cops. Dude, aren't you technically a... I know what I said.
Yeah. Reyes has been kind of a bitch this chapter. Like, more so than normal.
Wait, who's been kind of a bitch this chapter?
Reyes. This is... Apparently this is her first time where a cop died on a mission, and she's taking it very personally.
This is the first time she's had a cop die on a mission? Wow.
She's hasn't been a detective very long.
Oh, she's pretty new.
Yeah. Did all this not qualify as an emergency then? Chopin and Rogers were responding to shots fired. That's not uncommon in this part of town. For two inexperienced officers first on the scene, might not have come to mind. At least Chopin could use that excuse. Rest in peace. But apparently Rogers requests replacement body cams nearly every week.
Oh, he's destroying... Oh my god.
I don't even think I have one for Rogers yet. I only have one for
How
Chopin.
much you want to bet Rogers is who killed Chopin?
I'd believe it. But it'd be...
I feel like that's it. I'm not certain. Well, I'm not certain, but I feel like...
Yeah, I don't see any possibility where Sasuke...
I don't think Sasuke killed a man, like, in this specific instance.
He admitted to killing people before to us.
Yeah, just
not these
during
ones.
this. Listen, I killed people, but not these people.
I like him. He's cool. He has my same hairstyle.
He dislikes the opera Wasabi and insects.
Yeah. Do you want to know? He actually, the way he got kidnapped by these people is he was protecting, he has a weird relation to the Ikaria family. He was adopted, and he was basically trained to be a, human, shield for Makoto.
I was gonna say, is he like the child's protector?
Yeah.
How old is this kid?
We don't know. We asked, and we were yelled at.
I do like how the occupation is originally heir apparent crossed out, unemployed crossed out student. He was very insulted at the implication that he was unemployed.
Such impotence.
Such impotence.
Okay, if he's that big of a klutz, take away his gun once the city's done throwing him a parade. I'll, put in a request. Also, apparently, Rogers is a horrible shot, too. Like,
Oh.
the accuracy, like, minimum is, like, 40. He got 41, and they're pretty sure someone added a few tallies to make him pass.
This kid's got spirit. I'll do him a favor.
And then he breaks his body cam every week and probably murdered his partner.
Yep.
That's why you don't do that shit.
That's why you don't do that.
Right then, who's next? Who the hell?
The hell?
Well, I'm gonna look at this first.
Who the hell?
Who the hell are you really? Why are you lying there dead, right in the middle of my crime scene? Why am I so offended?
How dare you die in my crime scene?
I had it perfect.
You did such a good job.
That was Tyreek Chopin, as you might have guessed. Patrol officer and the son of 2 loving fathers. Oh no, he had gay parents! God damn it!
He was an
Who've strongly emphasized to the police chief their desire to see justice done. Reyes wasn't exaggerating about how he died. Run through from behind with a sword.
That is not the proper use of a katana.
No.
I'd be so pissed if I died via improper sword technique.
You bring up a good point, because the katana actually is apparently Sasuke's main weapon he uses.
Oh.
He would use it properly.
He would do that shit right.
It also probably wouldn't be from behind.
Yeah.
Cause
He'd face his problems head on like a man.
that
Yeah.
and
Okay. 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 Bye.
I'm just saying, why would you not be paying attention to the person you think murdered 4 people?
Yeah.
You turn your back on your partner, though. Because why would you have any
Mhm.
reason to suspect?
Exactly. We should be detectives.
We should be detectives!
It would be a great buddy comedy.
Oh, we would get nothing done. So he would have been standing in front of the
That guy.
desk when he was impaled. Then he collapsed to the floor, face first, and the sword got stuck in the ground. Bad luck for the attacker, I suppose. Yeah, Dr. Sato! Hold on. Where's...
I love her!
Yeah! Where is she?
My queen! Yeah, what we have her charm!
We have her charm!
Yes.
I have a lot of charms. I have to buy more. Look at London's! I only have 16
I
right
like
now.
that there's a Sarah one.
Yeah.
London head empty. I love that. Emma, deep in thought.
Handle with care. And then we have Diamani, who's just drinking.
Beautiful.
This one I got because I played the demo.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Sato.
Sato.
Yeah, Dr. Sato's noted in her report that the stab wound was, in her words, jolted. What?
Jostled.
Jostled! I'm going insane.
Josted.
Reading aloud is so much more difficult than...
It's okay, man. I get you. I'm gonna suffer because I'm gonna play a visual novel. And I'm gonna read it all out loud. I'm gonna voice act the fucking Sonic characters. It's
Hell
gonna be
yeah!
horrible.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
I have learned that after a certain point, my like, comprehension of what I'm reading aloud starts to fade. Uh, which makes games like these sometimes difficult when you need to remember everything.
You're like, I know I read something, but I don't know what I read.
It's very helpful having, like, the profiles, evidence, articles, all of that.
Yeah.
And terms.
That's why games like these have to have that, otherwise you're doomed.
Yeah.
I need receipts, goddammit!
Pardon? Like, the attacker tried to pull it out, but it was stuck, so they had to jiggle it around?
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Hey, it's what probably saved Roger's life. I don't think that Sasuke
Unless
would...
it was Roger.
Yeah. I also don't think that Sasuke would...
Have to jiggle it out.
Yeah.
He knows his way around a sword, goddammit.
Yeah, because apparently they don't really carry guns for some reason.
Violent gun crime? No, ancient sword crime.
Yes, yes, yes. Kept your client distracted and disarmed long enough to give Rogers time to rush in. Don't say that my client... innocent until proven guilty.
Do not fucking diss my man in front of me.
Allegedly. Not where I left you, that's for sure.
You're not where I left you.
Yeah, we left the sword on the ground, like, over here where this blood splatter is. And according to Sasuke, the one thing he does recall after I passed the baton to him is gripping his sword. You're not giving me much to work with. Fingerprints on the grip match your client's right hand, by the way. Your client's right hand, by the way.
Yeah, it's his fucking sword. I'm not shocked.
Yeah. We cleaned it of fingerprints, though.
Yeah, but he said he grabbed it afterwards.
It's true.
We just cleaned it before giving it to him. Hey bro, here's
We didn't even give it to him. We gave him a knife. We left the sword out here.
Yeah, that's right.
Why did he pick it up?
I don't know, instinct.
Maybe Rogers specifically handed it to him.
Hey dude.
Hold this,
you know what'd be
please.
funny? Hey bro, you know what'd be really sick? If you hold this, get your fingerprints on it, and then I stab my partner with it. Not slash like you should with this weapon, but just straight up shank him.
Maybe Sasuke tried to get it out after Rogers fucked it up.
No.
My sword! Why'd you do that?
Why you do that to me?
Here I was getting my hopes up. And it definitely wasn't suicide, because no one else's fingerprints are on the damn thing. I ruled out suicide once he was stabbed from the back, thank you.
To fucking like Seppuku, but from the back.
Bladed weapon found at the scene. Steel is chipped, especially at the tip. Fingerprints on the handle match the right hand of Sasuke Ikaria. No other prints found. Blood residue at various points of the blade match Chopin, Miller, and Trey. Oh yeah, because we killed Miller first with the knife. And then we stabbed him in the neck, and then he pulled it out and sprayed blood everywhere.
You know what? At least he went out being cool as fuck.
True. I will say it didn't seem cool as fuck from our perspective because Morgan was just like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Why would you do that?
Yeah, very much so. And then we picked up the sword from the blood pile from Miller, dragged the sword on the floor to Aura Farm, and then killed Trey. And then Morgan was like, why did I drag it on the floor? That's messy, dude.
That was stupid of me.
Yeah, I love Morgan.
was like, God, I was too busy trying to look cool. I did it stupid.
I did it stupid. Another murder weapon. I had to wipe prints off before taking my leave. It was indulgent, trying to take Trey's head off. Wasn't my only indulgence either. I must have gotten Miller's blood on the blade tip when I dragged it across the floor. There were papers scattered underneath his body. Did I knock them off the desk at some point? Yeah. There was a very clear scene where you were digging through a thing to get the mask, and you're like, are these papers important? And, Creek was like, no, they're not important, just throw them on the floor or something. And so you're like, okay.
Hey, cool.
Maybe when the tall one hit the ground? Maybe when I was swinging that bat down on... Hang on. What kind of paper is this? I can't read a word. Really? You should get that looked at. My Vision's 2020. What am I looking at, Miss Site Manager? Those docs are internal business, ma'am. Nothing to worry your pretty little head over. How do you know they're internal business?
I was about to say I could be her internal business.
Valid. I love their fake smiles. How do you know they're internal business if we can't read them? You've really never seen red ink before? Never heard of it. It's corporate information security protocol. Files with special flags triggers specific print commands if you try to make physical copies. Makes it use some kind of special ink, try to take a photo of it, and it comes out a bright blur. Paper special too. Too much heat, humidity. Comes illegible. What if you're in, like, Florida?
I'm sure they have different protocols in Florida.
Also, we're in, like, the lower wards. I imagine it's hot and humid down here always.
Oh yeah, low down. It hot and wet.
Yeah, and smoggy.
Yeah.
Stop blocking my view of the text. It's so annoying. I have to remember to keep my, like, mouse up here. But sometimes when I keep my mouse up here, so a character goes where my mouse is in, like, a very awkward spot, and I'm, like, touching their chest or their crotch, and I'm like, I can't be there! So then I go back down here!
I can't be here!
It happens so often! And I'm like, I don't want to disrespect y'all! They're video game characters, I shouldn't care that much.
Accidentally puts mouse in the wrong spot, and now you're poking Morgan's titty.
A corpse bleeding out on top of it is a lot of heat and humidity. What?
I saw you.
So these documents contain confidential data, and the Blue Bloods wouldn't want that getting out. What do they say in movies? I can't confirm nor deny that. And if I subpoenaed the data? Do your worst, we've got lawyers too. And unlike your client, they've got all the time in the world to stall. Besides, you and I both know exactly what the Hound's motive was. And it isn't written on those pages, it's written all over his busted up face. Sure. But you won't mind if I copy down whatever I can anyway, right? I wouldn't have any legal reason to stop you if that's what you're getting at. She's so pretty!
I'd be very disappointed.
She's so pretty!
So pretty.
Oh, I can't access my...
What? You're what?
my phone! I had more things! Yeah, we were just informed what red ink is. Their netcode leak. Sometimes one day I'm going to need to properly read through all of these, and I read through a lot of them fully. But sometimes I'm like, that's
I
a
think
lot of words.
I think it was with one of the streams you did of this game. I went back and I paused um to read all of the thing for some of the entries, and I was like, oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm reading a history book. It feels so real.
it's insane. Commonly used to refer to any kind of printed text material that incorporates anti-piracy measures. Man, in 2086 we're gonna have anti-piracy measures on physical copies.
Fucking hell, dude.
Man!
Imagine your CD starts having anti-piracy. Actually, some of them have, but
God.
that's like, it was pretty primitive, and it didn't stop it from working. It would just be like, hey, hey, you did it illegally.
Why you do that?
Why you do that? Why you not pay for me, game?
Documents found on the scene of the crime, mostly blotted out by the blood coming from Chopin's corpse, apparently contained confidential information of high value, but only the occasional page number, graphic, or name can be spotted. Snippets include page 21, Iller's required for expansion of eminent domain with proper. Oh, I think I know what this is about. Page 345.
Process any of that.
It's from a different thing that I read earlier. Payments to support of construction, page 403, re-election, full councilman, long to push for colloquially referred to as the lower wards, vote upcoming, stress of importance. Hold on. So, articles. Ballot propositions. It's about the Atlas pillars. They're basically the pillars that reinforce the canopy, and house the largest public transit elevators. So there's debates on rejuvenating some of them, but it would reduce unemployment in targeted areas. However, there's something to do with it affecting property values, and values can even drop into the negative based on which pillars are rejuvenated. And it's it's definitely about that.
Ah.
That's a weird thing for that to be here, though.
Yeah.
I remember we were shown that article by Diamani. I have a feeling Diamani is a bit more connected to things than I think. Like, I know he's connected because he's the person who gave us the information about this place. There's more things that we're missing. Huh. And in the first scene, they were talking about the councilman and specifically Senator Mathings. They asked Sasuke who their senator was, and he said Mathings, and they're like, "You still don't get it, do you, idiot?"
Fucking dumbass.
I still don't know what that's about. They were asking weird questions. Windows open to the fire escape in the alley below. There's a thin misting of blood across them. Got a good guess who that belongs to. This is where we found Creek, leader of the pod. Ballistics tell us the shooter was standing in front of the desk. near where my client was found. Your words, not mine. A nasty slug burst in his chest, blew blood back into the windows behind him. The open windows. Hell of a spread. Yeah, the windows were closed earlier.
Yeah, that makes more sense with the way the splatter pattern looks. It would have been when they were closed that
Why are they open?
that happened. Yeah, who opened them? Who opened those windows?
Hell of a spread. And it was mentioned that you wouldn't be able to get up from the alleyway, but you'd be able to go down the fire chute.
Someone did some shady shit, and I think it was Rogers.
Rogers was still at the crime scene, though. He wouldn't need a reason to leave.
Yeah, but maybe he came back? Maybe he left to, like, clean his hands of something? I don't know, I'm not sure.
Yes, it is. Did someone open these, or... No, they were open when we secured the scene. Any fingerprints?
Why do you think they were closed, Morgan?
Look at the pattern! They line up perfectly! There's no blood outside!
Your Honor, that blood pattern does not make sense.
Plenty on the handles there from Greek and his pod. That's where the handles are? Why are you so suspicious of that?
She's like, damn, I could not find those earlier.
I guess if it was closed, his head was kind of blocking them.
She wanted to get some fresh air in, but it was a dead body.
Something wrong? Definitely, but how the hell could I explain why I know that? No, sorry, I just... Guess I'm wondering about the keys around his neck and the arcs. Oh, well, one was a master key. Couldn't lock any other door in the building. The other key we eventually paired to a small safe in his desk. Empty, though. Suppose that's all irrelevant, since he apparently died with the keys on his person. Yeah, they caught my eye too, to be honest, but not even detective's instinct pans out. Oh well, I guess nobody touched the keys. So, who is this guy? Curious? Only professionally. I don't care what he was before I killed him.
Oh, cool flash there.
I will say, sometimes those flashes, despite being cool, sometimes they're about things we know, and I'm like, yeah, why did you make it so dramatic? Criminal record dating far back as it goes, sealed when he turned 18. What makes you so sure he has a juvenile record then? The more experience these guys get, the more time in between their arrests. Pattern I'm seeing, he was pretty damn experienced from the time he was of age. You trying to compliment him? I wasn't trying to insult him, hon. Anything you'd like to add? Nah, nothing. Nothing I want to say in front of you two. I added so many words to that sentence that didn't make sense.
Nah, nothing. I just want to yap in front of you two.
One of them has the notes about being in juvie, I'm pretty sure. Might have been Tanks.
I kind of like his stupid fucking pompadour.
Yeah. Oh, who was it? Was it Trey? No. Miller. Miller had such a cool weapon when fighting. Do you see these, like, bracers sort of thing?
Yeah.
These are tasers.
Oh, Oh, that's fun.
They connect and, like, don't get me wrong, I think in reality, those would not work and you'd end up tasing yourself.
Yeah, if you make physical contact with the person you're tasing, you're getting tased too, buddy.
um, but it was so cool. It was also very funny when we killed him. He had zero, like, he was just completely frozen with his fists up, being like, come at me, and we did, and he did nothing.
Come at me, and we did.
Also, no littering.
No littering? No
littering.
Vandalism. He got 4 arrests and 4 convictions.
Mm-hmm.
How do you only have 2 arrests? But oh wait, I thought that said 8 convictions. 2 arrests, 0 convictions on extortion. How can you have more convictions than arrests?
It takes a skilled person. What can I say? If you want to say a few words, the detective and I could step. Only words I have are for his killer. I'll deliver them in person.
Well, if you want to, you could speak them into the air and hope safe.
Or not at all. Fair enough. Do you have any idea why someone might want to hurt this Creek fellow? That's not funny. That dog you're defending? It's a fair question, Han. Give it fair consideration. Besides the Icaria, the rest are our city's finest? No, Creek was charismatic and driven. Plus, he made us a lot of money. No true blue would want him gone. The bloodthirsty Icaria soldier he was interrogating, however, probably wasn't a huge fan. What about his family? This is getting old fast. Younger brother's listed as his next of kin. Leave his brother out of this.
Okay, dude.
Hell,
Didn't know y'all were tight like that.
We did! They have matching tattoos!
But I thought that was a click.
None of the others had them!
You said you thought it was a ranking thing.
It could have been. But I had still a feeling that, like, they probably interacted at some base capacity.
Oh, yeah, but I didn't know they were, like, tight like that.
I also don't! I'm going off speculations here! Hell, leave me out of this. Rooting through a person like you're picking at zits. Well, seems he's out of town anyway, taking summer lessons at how marine are you? That's a good school. An expensive school. Your brother has no listed occupation, so no priors, no GV record. TAD at his age. Poor kid. Pills for that cost an arm and a leg. Creek must have been sending him. Detective, did you just leak confidential medical data on a non-suspect to a third party?
I may be a murderer, but I respect the fucking process.
I mean, you gotta respect it, otherwise you can't work with it.
Exactly.
Hey, you don't have to report. How about I buy you an ice cream or something?
How about you finish doing your rosaries?
50 more!
50 more rosaries for you.
Bribery too? You're digging yourself pretty deep. Is it still bribery if I'm the government official?
Yes.
Oh, there's so much to look at. Paper scattered all over his desk. Suppose I'm partially to blame. I didn't exactly memorize his setup before I started searching for the mask. What's this? Huh. What do you find there, Manert?
Erner?
A note? Looks like Creek's handwritings from the other files I've seen. M. Icaria.
Makoto!
Looks like Icaria. Actually, am I saying the name wrong? I don't know how else I'd say it though. Icaria?
It's possible that,
Oh, that's why.
Morgan's been pronouncing it, Akaria or something.
No, he spelled it wrong. That's not how.
Oh, wait, what's the name? Supposed to be?
Icaria. Not
Okay.
Yia.
Oh!
I
There we
don't
go.
think they
I
have
see
much
now.
of a different pronunciation, though.
They don't. They don't.
He's dead, London. I was gonna let the spelling mistake slide. Right.
He's dead, London. Poker chips.
He's dead! Gamble! I just want to bet! Right, sorry, but, that's gotta be Makoto, right? You know Makoto? I know he's the Ikaria heir apparent. From what I hear, he is an appropriately frightening young scion. He's really quite something.
Alright. The line wasn't even on the screen. I felt it.
But why would his name be on Creek's desk? He was what? He was Creek's real target the other day. Sasuke was some kind of consolation prize. Bagging the Hound was a consolation prize? These punks had their sights set high. Yeah, like no one taught them not to stare at the sun.
So I had to kill him, that's why. For sure. Not the mask or anything. That'd be self-serving.
Yeah. Creek's fine wooden desk. He seemed particular about it. Maybe in no small part because it had priceless snow mask hidden inside of it, but I assume you've been through the statipad here. Front to back, but we didn't find anything we didn't already know. Seems like Creek was smart enough to use it for payments and nothing else. We tried to make a payment.
But they wouldn't let us.
That actually is it stopped working. Well, we stole a dark card, which apparently is good because they're hard to trace from a guy, but it needed like thumbprints, so we had to take off our gloves, and then we turned on music and it distracted Creek enough for us to shoot him. And that's why we had
Let me just turn on some sick tunes.
to be it started with the music being really loud to drown out Sasuke. And then we turned it off because it was too loud and we didn't want to yell. And then we heard Sasuke and we're like, oh, I didn't hear nothing!
There's a guy in here.
Didn't hear nothing, guys.
Don't worry, I don't care that you kidnapped that guy.
Yeah. And then we turned it back on and we startled Creek enough to shoot him.
As you do.
Yeah. How do you manage that? Even gangsters need spreadsheets. Hence the paperwork
True.
you see scattered about. They really did everything by hand? We know this! They were doing... When we entered the room, they were doing inventory by hand. PPP is what they call it over in organized crime. Paper and pencil protocol. helps the orcas keep off their books. Keep their books off their books. At least an informant that's easier to destroy, should push come to shove. Did you run checks on this credit card that's jammed in here? No, not surprised you don't recognize it. That there's a dark card. Wow, tell me more. Wow, tell me more. It's an untraceable wallet in the palm of your hand. I would hope any wallet could fit in the palm of your hand, detective. She's such an ass.
I love it.
Oh, she's awesome. But you really can't find the owner? Can't trace any of its transactions? Most we can tell is the datapad register calls to dark card networks at around 9:40, but it timed out. What does that mean? The transfer didn't go through. Either someone got cold feet or they forgot their password. Happens to the best of us. By the way, why's this cloth been flagged? Not sure. Forensics didn't find any blood on it. Who flagged it? Lady Rockford herself. I really hope our prints are on it.
Imagine if this game ends with us getting caught.
I'd be mad. I will say, I am worried that I missed something when we were cleaning it up, because I found that usually once you find everything, it goes forward, but I scoured that entire room and couldn't find anything more. And it didn't, I'm very worried I missed something.
Maybe it only did that in previous chapters to, like, get you into the groove of it, and now you're on your own.
It does it with other things. This was the first time cleaning up a crime scene, which feels like it has more stakes to it, so it might be slightly different, but...
Yeah.
Could be that she fat-thumbed it. Yeah, I'm sure it's nothing. That's...
Internal dialogue. Shit.
Yeah. Because... no way Emma flagged something she didn't mean to. There's a reason we've only won against her one time. The big one. He made a strange face when I shot him, and a loud slam when he hit the floor. This one, real long rap sheet. The short ending, buckshot to the torso, died instantly. Flux were on his mods, put his time of death at 9:44 p.m. Killed by his own weapon. Oh yeah, we stole his gun! It was... because earlier he threatened us with it and pointed it at our forehead. I still don't know how we got it. I'm not gonna lie.
Sheer dumb luck.
Comes up a bit short of poetic justice, but it doesn't look like he was in any kind of struggle for it beforehand. But had someone managed to get it off his hands, it wasn't any great feat, I assure you. Tex identified it as a double-barreled Mag US, and... hey, how do you know the gun was his?
Uh-oh.
Also, this is a cool skin.
Yeah.
He's still wearing the holster and the arcs. Was I mistaken? No. About a week ago, Tanks here was stopped and frisked by a patrol unit. Good save, Morgan! They found this gun here on him. They found this gun on him. And they just handed it back to him? He bought and paid for it above board. So this gun isn't jailbroken. You have tag data from the murders? No, we don't. Strange, according to the text, the gun is jailbroken. What happened between last week and last night that he'd get the tag stripped off? Something that made him think this piece would see action soon. It did! What?
So he was right, but in the wrong way. I know that says inspect, but for a second,
Insect.
I read it as respect.
Oh, respect. Have to pay respects. The screen. I turned it on to distract Tanks long enough to grab his gun. I remember choosing not to turn it back off. Interesting setup. Powerful setup was blaring when we arrived. Sound system, I mean. One of the CS techs is a real audiophile. Said it broke her heart how loud they must have been blaring the speakers all the time. Wears it out, she says. I wouldn't count on orcas to value the longevity of their tech purchases. Blood loss from the neck. Even I can tell that much. Stabbed with a bladed weapon right near the carotid artery. Very efficient. Not the kind of kill someone could make without prior experience. My client's a humble bodyguard. Come on now. I know you've got a job to do, but you'll shame him if you don't let him take credit for this one. Miller was no joke in a fight.
He'd want the credit.
He wants to go to jail for this one. To take him out with one clean stab to the neck using his precious signature katana. You don't stab someone in the neck and not...
With a katana!
Yeah! What? What are you on? The hound must be itching to brag about it. I'll defer to the medical examiner on this matter, thank you very much. What do you mean? Sato said the same thing. What do you mean? What do you mean with a katana?
Did someone stab him with the katana post-death? Like, in the wound that we made with the knife?
The katana doesn't make sense. How do you stab someone and not just cut their head clean off in the neck? You have to be so far away and precise.
That's not how heads work.
I know.
August.
Shut up. Because we had trouble hacking someone's head off, and we tried to.
Yeah. It's pretty hard to decapitate someone.
I know, but I'm mainly being like, you don't get a nice stab wound. You get a slash.
Oh. Yeah. No. That's why I think that someone... Plus, we did it with a knife, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think someone did that, like, meticulously
I was being
afterwards.
over dramatic. Brianna, why are you confused? Katana to the neck and not so many words. Is Miller's blood even on the katana? But yes, it is, but that's because...
Katana.
Yes, we already established that Miller's blood is on...
Yes, Morgan knows that. She talked about it in her head, but, like, remember, these people don't know she killed people?
Yeah, but she's talking about it in her head right now.
Oh, she is?
The green is...
green text.
Even if it is,
Girl,
why?
did you have a lapse in your short-term memory?
It might just be because the game doesn't know what order we click on things.
Oh, valid.
Even if it is, why would a medical examiner assume the katana was used here when my knife is a much better fit for... My knife. Where is it? Where? I gave Sasuke the knife before I left. It should have been found on him when he was arrested. It should be somewhere in the
Who
arcs.
took my damn knife?
You looking for something, Tiger? If they haven't found the knife and I ask about it anyway, that'd mean admitting that I know it's missing. If I tell them Sasuke mentioned a knife that only the killer would know about, I'd be ruining my case before we even enter the courtroom. Or worse, pointing the police in the direction of the knife's real origin.
This is Death Note if Death Note was good.
No, Was anything found on my client's person when he was arrested? Besides a gun, a sword, and a bunch of blood that did and didn't belong to him? No, not even any lint in his pockets. Why do you ask? No reason. Sometimes you gotta
Girl,
shake.
You can just say that it doesn't look like he was stabbed with a katana. You can just say that doesn't look right.
Do you want to go against the medical practitioner, though?
Fair.
That'd just be suspicious.
True.
Even though in my brain, it doesn't make sense to... I don't know. Sometimes you gotta shake...
If I were Morgan, even if I didn't kill the guy, I'd be like, stabbed with the katana? In the knife? That's a... not knife. In the neck? That's a pretty precise fucking area.
Sometimes you gotta shake the tree to see what falls out. Or so they say. Oh, you were blindly guessing? I've been there. Something must have happened to that knife. Couldn't have just disappeared, not from a crime scene locked down like this. I'll need to find it, but I can't just go looking for it. This is what it feels like to play with a candy cap. I'd advise you brace yourself before opening the autopsy photos for this one, counselor.
Don't worry, I witnessed it already.
This is the one where we used the katana to try and decapitate them, and then we were stopped by the spinal cord.
Yeah.
So we got like 3 inches in, and then we're like, well, let's bash the head in to make it less suspicious.
Less suspicious? What? Any murder is suspicious. Oh, less suspicious of looking like the guy who's a trained professional with the katana. I see.
And there was also a bat right next to us. Most gangs
went for the convenience kill.
Yeah. Yes, this is sufficiently obfuscated. What? I don't know that word.
Obfuscated.
Obfuscated. Oh, for a second you forgot how the katana got there? Yeah, it was originally Sasuke's katana. They just took it. Because for some reason the professional bodyguard and human shield doesn't have a gun and fights with a katana. A lot to take in. The skull was crushed. Yes, but the cause of death was blood loss from laceration from across the neck. He hit the floor, bled out in seconds. Everything else you're seeing, there's post-mortem. Overkill. Not the word I'd use for this kind of shit. Oh, calm down. I didn't do it for the fun of it. In this specific instance. Oh yeah, that's why. I remember now.
Oh.
This victim had modded eyes. Seems to me like someone just didn't want to take any chances. Bullshit. No one in the lower wards would get optic mods with recording functionality. You wouldn't be welcome anywhere. You gonna claim the Hound of Icaria doesn't know something that fundamental? Nah, he bashed his brains out for the fun of it. I'm sure to a law-abiding citizen like yourself are all scum of the earth who deserve to. I'm pretty scummy myself, Han. Defense attorney, remember? Who the hell deserves shit like this? Deserves? What does that have to do with anything?
She's like, I don't kill people because they deserve it. I kill people because I kill people.
I do it for the love of the game.
I do it for the sport, man.
Not many people are preserving the sport of serial killing these days.
It's a time-honored tradition.
I take it that this bat is what did the deed? Matches the splinters found inside his wounds, if you had any doubts. There's nothing here about Sasuke's fingerprints. You think we could get anything but partials off that? It's practically splinters. Makes sense. I was the one who actually swung it down, and I was wearing gloves by then. Whoever did this, they were damn enthusiastic. You know how hard they'd have to swing to crush a skull? To break the bat itself?
I had some anger I needed to let out. Damn.
Are you telling me that, like, bodies aren't good rage room furnitures? I beg to differ. I can't imagine. There's some faint blood that's been smeared here. Did it belong to the victim? And Sasuke? I wonder if maybe the bodies hadn't gotten moved around for some reason, but your client's legs and feet were soaked in others' blood when he was arrested. And he would have had to sneak up on Chopin in order to stab him in the back. You think he slid his feet across the ground to avoid making noise?
Generally, that's noisier than picking your feet up.
Yeah. Does he say otherwise? I'll let you keep guessing on that one. Okay. Looks like that's everything in here. No. Go back! It had the option to pull on the door. I was saving that for last.
I wasn't done!
I don't have a save to go back to.
Damn.
What the?
It's okay.
No!
It'll be okay.
It's fine. Allie's going to play this game. I'll make her do it.
Allie, before you do the next thing, touch that door.
I'm actually going to save now because I'm mad. Well, I don't envy either of your workloads. It's a mess in here. It's a lot of blood, that's for sure. I'm impressed you haven't gotten nauseous, miss. I'd be right at home if you all weren't poking your noses around. Shoot, I just remembered. I'll never hear the end of it if I don't check in with my partner after saying I would. You two good to keep going if I step out to make a call? A call? Is your partner your mom? And is your mom blind? Send a text. You were on call like half of our interactions with you.
Girl, you do not get...
What is wrong with her?
I don't know, but I love it.
Thanks for your understanding. Maybe he was the one with the weak stomach. You be sure to let me know if you're feeling faint. I can keep going. We're nearly finished anyway. I'd stick to the arcs if I were you. Nothing behind that door that's better seen in person. You've been such a gracious host up to this point, Miss Han. Why the cold feet now? Pretty scene.
It's ugly in there. I know. I want to see. She's like, let me take another look at my handiwork, please.
Uglier than this? To be fair, we didn't do anything in there.
Oh, yeah.
That's where he was being tortured. Different kind of ugly, then. It's all in the eye of the beholder. There's a beholder here?
That's the beholder.
Oh, that's cool lighting. I warned you. Don't worry, I can stomach it just fine. So long as I can understand it. Why did Creek's pod torture my client? I don't know that they did. Sasuke told me they electrocuted him, Han.
This sounds kind of like fucking torture.
They probably just grounded him. Low-grade currents applied every few minutes stops most mods from rebooting. That doesn't make it sound better.
That's still electrocution, even if it's done with a purpose, Han.
So, no SES pings, no adrenaline bursts pulled out of his ass. And the pliers, hammers, and syringes? What purpose did they serve? They could have just killed Sasuke when they failed to nab Makoto. Instead, they dragged him down here. Why? To try and get info on Makoto's itinerary? Get enough intel to make another run at him? If there are any
Murderer
answers...
who doesn't understand the point of torture. My favorite.
If there are any answers for me in here, I'll need a grout scraper to find them.
Fucking grout scraper? We're scraping the grout, bitch?
What is this? It looks like chia seeds.
It does. Did he throw up or something?
I wouldn't be
Repeatedly?
surprised, but why is it in a straight line? He was in over here, I'm pretty sure. It's water. Cold enough that condensation on the outside of the bucket. Is that water for sponge baths? Just a simple way to keep a guest from dozing off. Temperature shock makes caffeine look like a sleep aid. This is coming after you claim you don't know if Sasuke was tortured?
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't you just say that you don't think he was tortured?
You know what that other bucket's for, then? I know you said you got a weak sense of smell, but do you really need a hint there? Ah.
Oh. He vomited for sure. Or wait. I don't know if it's supposed to be that or different.
Could be either.
Could be either.
But then this last bucket here is... What is that? Trash? Cloth and rope bindings. Or bandages. See, they were nursing him back to health.
Girl, why are you trying to I mean, I know they're your people, but...
They're dead.
Yeah.
We're not gonna take them to jail or anything.
Yeah, we kind of, like, can't...
I'll run your theory past Sasuke next chance I get. This must be what's left of what they were keeping Sasuke tied up with. They would have had to use something. Yeah, the store doesn't even lock. Not after I removed the bat, barring it from the outside. So he's brought here, tied up, questioned. Then he breaks out, bursts into the next room, cuts up two of his captors, and blows the other two away? That's what you think happened? That's what it looks like. And then what? Chopin runs in, turns his back on a violent criminal? Don't strain yourself trying to make it sound improbable. Cops are dumb. If that hound crouched in a corner, he'd have his chance soon enough. Hell, he probably just played dead. Walking into the scene out there, you'd think some patrol officer would go checking pulses. Why would my client go through all that trouble to get the jump on an officer? Why not just run away? Hell, why not ask him for medical treatment? Because he was standing in the middle of 4 men he just killed? I know that Sasuke had no logical reason to attack Chopin. But so what? Even Sasuke himself said he would have been acting on instinct. Would instinct tell him that Chopin was in between him and his escape?
I don't think so.
Seems like there's only one last thing to examine. Also, we have more evidence to look at.
I love how she was all like, it's not a pretty sight in here, and then it's just like so fucking mild. There's,
It is.
A bit of blood and vomit on the floor.
Has all this been tested, Miss Han? Enough of it has. Besides Sasuke, who else would it belong to? That's a bit lazy, but it's not as if there's more here than the last time I visited. Sasuke really did lose a lot of blood. But it was like they were trying to help him.
Yeah, they were just friendly guys.
They know medical stuff. The best way to help someone is to tie them up.
And bloodletting is an effective method.
In the modern age. By the time he stumbled out of here, a stiff breeze should have been enough to knock him over. Is he really such a badass that he managed to take out a police officer before he'd even notice? It's not as if I feel nothing looking at someone else's handiwork, the product of their violence. But it's like an artificial sweetener. No complaints for that first instant. Then the aftertaste comes. Empty calories. I'll just be hungrier again later. Faster. She's so psycho!
Damn, seeing someone else's act of violence makes me want to commit one sooner.
Don't introduce her to violent video games.
Don't introduce her to online gore.
She's the person that parents fear their kid will become once they see blood in any form of media.
Who parents think their children will become after their, like, friend shows them, like, one of those online, like, decapitation videos. Now my son's gonna kill.
Oh well, it was nice while it lasted. Best to stay disciplined. Oh, I'm not done. I lied. Hypodermic needles, probably not packing anything healthy. Sasuke better hope they were at least sanitized. I'm not sure.
Whoops, you have AIDS now.
I'm not sure Sarah can treat an infection with gauze and rubbing alcohol alone. Oh yeah, Sarah's doing medical on him.
Sarah's like, don't worry, I'm kind of trained.
No. She was like, Morgan, I'm not actually trained. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And Morgan's like, remember you're listed as my medical ad? You know what you're doing, right?
You have to know what you're doing. Look it up or something. I don't know.
That is exactly what she said. Look up a tutorial.
YouTube how to save person who bleeding out.
To be fair, he was no longer bleeding out, but he had a lot of bruises and nicks and such. But those needles there, the design of these needles seems a bit odd. Well, someone will tell you sooner or later, so they're projectiles. Load them into a gun and fire away. Why are you using projectiles in a close range?
projectile fucking wow.
You'd have to be very specific with where you hit.
Yeah. I mean, not really though.
For fast acting, I'm sure
For fast
eventually
acting,
it would
yeah,
do something.
But also any, like, meaty area works fine. Like, a thigh, an arm, the stomach.
Sasuke was captured by men wielding needle guns. Does Cyanus Security have any peacekeeping tools they'd like to disclose as having recently gone missing? You're cursing up the wrong pipe. Creek could find tools all on his own, and we're not that kind of operation. An operation where the right hand doesn't know what the left is doing? More like the right hand's just been washed, so if you have to handle some garbage... Cyanus, is that legitimate? Why aren't all the Blue Bloods working legal jobs then? Not enough positions available. Gotta earn like hell to be considered for a job on this side of the fence. Creek and his pod weren't bringing in that kind of money. They liked Creek's pod where it was. Who's they? Upper management. Oh, I don't remember what Creek's voice was. That masks a death sentence, crafted specifically for one very special customer. I'm just the one given the honor of hanging on to it until... And did upper management like Creek? I'm just a humble site manager, miss. I wouldn't know. Liar!
Liar!
Sure.
Your eyes are looking away like you have secrets, but fear your eyes will tell them to me if you look me in the eye.
She's so pretty. I think she might have my favorite, like... Maybe not, like... favorite design-wise, but definitely... She's definitely the prettiest, appearance-wise, you know?
My favorite face.
She has my favorite face.
I gave her a really good face.
The contents
Needles.
within match the non-lethal anesthetics found in Sasuke's bloodstream at the time of his arrest, though other needles were found containing stimulants and drugs commonly marketed as truth serums. Interesting.
Giving him an anesthetic, but also using temperature change to torture keep him awake is a really funny combo. Go to sleep. Just kidding, stay awake, bitch!
To be fair, that's probably a really effective torture method.
Oh, yeah, I'd fucking, like, I'd beg for death.
So do all...
I'd be like, just kill me.
So do all these needles contain anesthetics? No, there's also stimulants and barbitocene. Also stimulants as well?
Dude, you're gonna be so sleepy, but also your body is gonna be vibrating.
God.
Oh, this is, like, horrible.
Barbitocene, a depressant drug that loosens inhibitions and increases talkativeness. I think they kind of just gave him whatever they could get their hands on, honestly.
Yeah, they were like, here's some anesthetic, a depressant, and a stimulant. Boom. Also, we'll splash cold-ass water on your face every 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Often depicted in popular culture, some drug manufacturers' promotional material as a truth serum. It's never been shown to function as such in a controlled setting. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Where'd it go?
Barbitocene.
When compared against a sampling of liquors ranging from 40 to 80 proof, resulted in truthful confessions only 0.2% more often. And no subjects admitted to providing information that they were not already comfortable with divulging. So it's basically like...
They gave him injectable alcohol, essentially.
Yeah.
A depressant that makes you more talkative and also a little sleepy, that's alcohol.
Like the truth serum? You can
Yeah.
get sued for selling it as such. It makes you talk, doesn't make you want to say the truth. Doesn't make what you say the truth. So they wanted Sasuke talking. But what did they ask him? If your client can't remember or isn't willing to recall, there's really no one else alive who would know, yeah? I'm getting a headache, but it's not from anything sensory. I should know more about the...
I'm just fucking tired.
I should know more about this crime scene than anyone. Why can't I piece it together? If I can't piece it together, the cops will never trace any of it back to me, right? So why do I feel so ill at ease? Okay, thanks for your patience, ladies. Did I miss anything? Nah. Oh. Damn it! Would you have felt better if you had? I'm gonna head out now, actually. I've got a long day tomorrow. You're going back by yourself, then? Are you sure? I could get you a ride out of the neighborhood. I'm sure Miss Hahn here has already made sure that we'll both get out of here without any trouble. It is her company's area of expertise, isn't it? Of course. They're so bitchy to each other.
I love these passive-aggressive queens.
Well, at least let me walk you out. Sure, why not? Safe travels. Everyone has so much more to do with things than is apparent. So, detective, there's something you didn't want to talk about in front of the professionals at Cyanus Security. Thanks for picking up on that. Rios will be upset that you never checked in. Yeah, right after this I will. This room, are we directly underneath the crime scene? Yep, same fire escape right there. Same type of window, too. Has this room been scanned into the arcs? Yeah, but no one found anything noteworthy, except Cyanus being sloppy. So what were you actually doing when you left Han and I back there? Something Han said earlier about how no true blue would wish harm on Creek. I did notice you react to that. Her phrasing stood out to me, because it implies the existence of false blue bloods. Because it reminded me of one of the first things I learned about this city. There are no monoliths. Megs, orcas, city halls. There's always factions. And among the blue bloods, the party lines are especially visible. So I made a call, not to Reyes, and confirmed some things. And I figured I owe you a little hint or two, considering the tone of the last message I delivered. That message warned me not to broaden the scope of my investigation. Getting hints from you might be self-defeating. Not these hints, trust me. So, what faction did our pal Creek belong to? The Youngbloods, opposite end of the compass from the old guard, the conservative blue blood leadership. All of them older than 70, some of them pushing higher than 90. Imagine being a 90-year-old gang leader. Han said Creek was...
It makes sense in the mafia, but not in the mob.
Han said Creek was too useful for anyone to want dead, but my sources don't agree. Creek talked, said things aloud that others only whispered. Ambitious, charismatic, up-and-coming, and young. Could easily see him being very unpopular with all the wrong people in the old guard.
It's not enough that there are so many gangs. The gangs have to have factions among themselves too. Jesus.
That's
It's
interesting.
so complicated.
That's interesting info, Detective, but it doesn't exactly flip this case on its head. I already know who killed Creek. The police have already decided it's Sasuke. Learning that he had some occupational hazards will hardly convince the jury otherwise. My client's the one standing accused, and everyone else knows why Blue Bloods and Icarias would want to kill each other. Do you? They're rival gangs. They hate each other. Do you know why? It's the same reason all of the Blue Blood leadership is ancient, while all their muscles made up of orphans and delinquents. 30 years ago, the Icaria betrayed their peace with the Blue Bloods, started killing them. They didn't stop for days. By the end of it, every single member of the leading Blue Blood families under the age of 40 was dead. Well, I can see how their kids would grow up to hate the Icaria, yeah. You're not getting it, Tiger. Their kids didn't grow up at all. If that's the case, how are the Blue Bloods still around? For one thing, the Icaria had bigger fish to fry. This was right before the Red Decade. They spent every second of the next 10 years positioning themselves so they could come out of the other end as neo-ability. Second, what remained of the Blue Bloods found a new niche to fill. Taking in delinquents, furious at the country driven off a cliff by adults before they could even get a chance to vote. Blue Bloods swelled their ranks to new heights by looking out for the little guys during those years, in exchange for favors down the line. Lastly, and most importantly, they survived because they still had hope. You serious?
Morgan was fucking shocked by that. The lines next to her head. She was like, what?
Hope doesn't do shit! I would know! I am. It's a powerful weapon. Hope for what? Hope that the Icaria had missed one, that they'd fled the country. Hope that a promised heir would grow strong and return one day, a triumphant little lord, overflowing riches and overwhelming power. Sounds like a fairy tale. Those endure for a reason. Well,
More tips.
now you know. A warning to watch where you step isn't exactly worth much if you're fumbling around in the dark. Fairy tales and warnings. What's up? Oh. Okay.
Red Hood Jason Todd's in this?
This is from last time I played. We talked about two different things. We talked about the Huntsman, which I'm pretty sure is the guy who bought the mask, which I think would be kind of dumb to bring up.
Yeah.
And Red Hood, we were kind of scolded for wearing red down here, because apparently there's a guy who goes around killing a bunch of people in the lower wards named the Red Hood. Which is slightly less... I'd be more willing to ask about that than the Huntsman.
Yeah. So tell me more about this guy who kills people.
Yeah, all four of the people we killed were like, bad luck wearing red. Why you cosplaying?
You should not be doing that, bro.
It's not necessarily bad luck for you, but it feels like bad luck for everyone around them.
Yeah.
And then they died. So it was bad luck.
Little did they know you are a different serial killer who wears red.
Mm-hmm. We did tell them that we were Heartbreak.
What?
We...
Right before killing them, right?
No! Like
this
minutes
was,
before.
Like, we were still planning to make the deal?
Yeah! They didn't believe us. Oh, it was so funny. And they were like, a good joke. I almost believed you there.
So why do you want this mask? Oh, because I'm the Heartbreak Killer. The what now?
And then we were like, we know who it is, and they're like, haha, good one. And then we killed him. Hey, you ever pay attention to any of this graffiti down here? Scrawlings about Lobo and Cyberpunk and HBK, increasingly. I haven't seen that myself. I was gonna say Red Hood. Why are you asking? You feel a chill down your spine? Well, except for HBK, that's all old news. Ghost stories and campfire tales. There's a lot of campsites around here. Lots of places to start fires. But Red Hood...
so real.
Haven't heard that in who knows how long. It's one of the oldest. Rough story. It's based on a real event. Nothing worth recounting. I'll take your word for it. I want to ask. Usually...
Hey, London, there's no real reason for me to ask you this, but I need you to just be a bro.
To be fair, it was said as a very ominous, like, you should know who I'm talking about. I'm gonna ask about it. Maybe I'll save first.
Yeah, save just in case shit hits the fan.
I don't think it will.
I don't think it will either.
But it's nice to be able to go back. Hey, did you or your pals in OC ever hear about some kind of blue blood hunter? Like a bounty hunter? Or a huntsman, maybe? Where'd you hear that?
Oh, zoom in on his chest. Just like, hey, so what the fuck are you talking about?
Sasuke thinks he might have overheard talks or something like that when he was in captivity. That's a good...
That is actually
good
a
cover.
really good... Yeah.
Don't ask him if he heard anything, because he'd tell you something different.
Yeah, don't ask him. It's okay. He doesn't remember now, but he told me about it
yeah.
earlier.
You know, got a concussion.
Yeah, he's like really brain damaged and shit.
He actually is, so... It's believable. Does it mean anything? Nope. Fucking liar!
Asshole!
I
Help a murderer out.
don't like the hesitation there, detective. Just an urban legend. Would have said the same... I heard someone, sorry. Would have said
Something just happened.
We're not meant to leave for another 30 minutes. Okay, I do have to go soon because I do have to get ready to leave. But I need to get to a good part to stop at.
Yeah. It feels like we're about to be at a good stopping point.
We're on our way out. Would have said the same thing about Unlisted before this afternoon, and yet, fair enough. You see a huntsman and live to tell the tale, I'll buy you as many lotto tickets as you want. That's a good sign! But what's gotten into you that you're feeling all superstitious? Guilty conscience? Not guilty, no. I don't feel guilt. You mean about working with the mafia? A psychologist would call that projecting. Ouch.
He has a pouty face. He has a little, like,
Oh. Too far. Nah. Didn't feel a thing.
Yeah, so I feel like when we zoom into his chest, he's telling bullshit.
Don't know why I asked, really.
Didn't feel a thing.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm fine. It's actually really cool.
Really good joke, Morgan. Don't know why I asked, really. Guess I've just had an odd feeling all day. Like deja vu. You been here before? No, I hate that feeling. It's whatever the opposite of that would be. The feeling of you've never been here before? What do you mean by that?
Fuck with the opposite of being poopy. The feeling you were never supposed to be somewhere?
Maybe.
I don't know.
The unnerving certainty that you're in uncharted waters.
Well, that's a bit of a poetic way to put it, but sure.
We laughed at her. He's like, man, you're really going deep.
That's some scary stuff. You're like fucking opposite of deja vu.
Scary stuff. Okay. Scene change. I'm calling it. I have to... We're in her apartment? Well, this is where stream's gonna have to end. Because I should have been getting ready like 40 minutes ago.
Damn.
But, you know. Time doesn't exist. See y'all.
Be a serial killer. To be a serial killer defense attorney who smokes and looks cool while doing it.
I know! She's living the high life.
So lame in real life, but looks so cool in fiction.
Yeah. I would... To be fair, if they didn't smell horrible, I think I'd be so much more interested in them.
I just can't be anywhere near, like, a lit cigarette without immediately, like, proceeding to die.
Yeah.
Something about cigarette smoke just kills my lungs immediately.
Yeah.
I can't even be near people who are smoking because I just proceed to, like, cough up a lung.
I love the idea of dating someone who smokes. I don't think I'd ever be able to do it. No. It's a major turn on and turn off at the same time.
I've never been so turned around.
Oh, hi, Ash.
Ash, I have terrible news for you, but also great news.
Again?
Terrible? What?
I did it again, didn't I? I joined right when people were stopping.
Yeah.
Well, bad news. August of the Devil stream is ending. Great news. I'm about to start streaming the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Huzzah! I don't lose.
Okay. Stream is still on, so I am ending it. Bye, guys.
End it.
Bye.